Hi Virgo, thank you for joining me for your love read for February 2024. So today we're going to be taking a look into who is thinking about you, why they're thinking about you, and what actions are they going to take, if any, towards you. Okay, right, so as always, please do keep in mind that this is still a general reading, so it's not necessarily going to resonate for absolutely everybody. Okay, right, so interesting beginning for your reading, Virgo. You've got one-sided relationship. Now, if I explain this as best I can and just say someone, and then you can fill in who that someone is, okay? Because it could be coming from either side of the table, all right? With this one-sided relationship, someone felt like they were the only one that was putting into the connection, okay? And that's probably, if you're no longer with this person, then that'll be the reasons why, okay? Again, either you or they weren't putting into the connection at all. It was very much a one-sided situation. You then have, I can't stand the thought of you with someone else, so they're jealous. This person is thinking of you, Virgo, because they're jealous. They can't stand the thought of you giving to another. And then you've got, there was someone interfering in our relationship. Maybe someone pointed it out to you. That if you were the one that was doing all of the contributions into the relationship, someone else might have pointed that out to you and said to you, Virgo, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you wasting your time with this? What are you actually getting out of this situation, Virgo? Nothing. Nothing. So why are you still giving yourself so freely to that person who's just doing all of the taking? I do suspect that somebody pointed it out to you. And they're now hating on the one who pointed that out to you. Blaming them, basically. This is an ex. That's who's thinking of you right now, Virgo. It's one of your exes. One of them that was using you, taking the piss. The one that you threw out on their arse. No longer putting up with them being a user. They're hating on the one who pointed it out to you. The one who instilled a little bit of confidence within you. They're actively hating on that person. Viciously jealous. Okay. See if we can keep this moving for you. Not a nice way to begin your read, but ultimately I do have to read it as honestly as I see it, okay? I can't sugarcoat anything because that's not going to be fair on you, okay? It's just not right to sit there and make out a read to be something that it isn't, okay? So I'm never going to do it that way, ever, all right? Okay, so you've got the Lion. You could be dealing with a Leo. Somebody could be a Leo. You could have Leo placements in your own chart. Okay. Not necessarily though. All right. It's more to do with the energy than the zodiac information. It's time to act. One-sided relationship. If you're already heavily involved in this connection, Virgo, it is going to be time for you to take action on the fact that someone's using you. So if you're still active within this one-sided relationship, this is going to be on you to actually do something about it. Time to act. If you've already taken action and thrown them out on their arse, don't regret doing it. Don't second guess the actions that you've already taken. Okay? Because that's going to play into resentment towards the self. And that's not going to be healthy for you. Alright. Definitely avoid making excuses for this person. Oh, but they need a lot of help. They can't do this, that, and the next by themselves. Are you their parent? No. Are they an adult? Yeah. Well, then they can do it for themselves. Funnel, a period of frustration and lessons to be learnt. Yeah, no wonder. No wonder. The frustration, if you're still with this person, is coming from you. If you've already shown them the door, Virgo, then the frustration's coming from them. They're winding themselves up in their own head. Paranoid as shit about who else you could be giving to. Lobster, financial pinch. That's coming underneath the card of there was someone interfering in our relationship. Were you giving this person money and then they were spending it or giving it to another? Because for a small handful of you, that's how the energy's reading to me. This person was giving to another what you were giving to them, which is massively disrespectful. They probably left you with debts. Financial, emotional. There are so many different types of debt. This person left you in every single type of debt imaginable. Let's take a closer look. What's this energy, please, for our Virgo collective on who it is that's thinking about our Virgo collective, why they're thinking about our Virgo collective, and what actions will they take towards our Virgo collective, please. What's going on with this energy? Tell me when. Okay. Knight of Swords, you could be dealing with a Gemini. The Knight of Wands, you could be dealing with a Sag. Two Knights back to back is already in of itself an interesting dynamic, Virgo. Because for the most part, it does actually indicate to me that you have already taken action in this situation. So 90% of you, yeah, this is an X. Queen of Swords, could be dealing with a Libra. Queen of Wands, two Queens back to back. Could be dealing with an Aries. So two Knights and two Queens. Wheel of Fortune, could be dealing with a Sag. Another Queen, Queen of Cups, could be dealing with a Cancerian. I nearly said Capricorn there. That was random. At the bottom of the deck is another Knight. Knight of Cups. Pisces energy. Overall energy being the Knight of Cups, yeah. You've moved on. You've moved on. Probably moved on to a water sign. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Probably. But either way, you're no longer emotionally invested in this person who is currently thinking of you right now, Virgo. That's the main point. You're heavily invested emotionally in another situation. In a situation that is mutually respectful. In a situation that is fair, balanced, equal. You're heavily invested right now in an actual proper relationship, but it isn't one-sided. It's telling me that you already know what side your bread's buttered on. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups. I'm seeing this energy as you being happy, settled, and as you having an actual plan. And that's where your energy is right now. See how she's pregnant here in that Wheel of Fortune? Now that could be a metaphor, or it could be literal for some of you. For some of you, if it is literal energy, then you could literally be pregnant right now. Or your new partner could be pregnant right now. If that's a metaphor, then it's you investing in a situation that is quite possibly going to be your life partner. You're investing in that right now. You've already emotionally checked out of this one-sided connection. If you haven't, if you're on the precipice, because there are two clear, distinct groups of Virgos that I'm reading for. If you're on the precipice of actually checking out of this one-sided relationship, then this energy is what you're going to have to look forward to. However, the damage has already been done there. So you are still going to have to deal with either the financial debts and deficit or the emotional debts and deficit that one-sided person has left you in. So there is still going to be a bit of clean-up work to do. But it's nothing that you can't resolve with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay? So it's not going to be lasting damage that they've left you with, basically, Virgo. Okay? With these, I mean, you've got 3 knights total, and then you've got 2 queens also, back to back. And these 2 guys here are back to back as well. This tells me that the ex that's currently thinking of you, Virgo, is about to kick off some major shit. And they're trying to sneak a message to your new partner, or the person that you intend on taking as your new partner. The ex is going to sneak them a message to try and cause as much trouble as possible, to disrupt the current emotional investment that you're making with the new person. And I feel that you already suspected that this was going to happen as well. Because you're not daft, Virgo. You're not daft. You know full well how vindictive this ex is. You know how spiteful this ex is. It's not like they're trying to warn your new person or your intended new person of something really quite serious that you did that was really harmful. You know, it's not that kind of situation at all. This is the kind of shit stirrer situation where the other person just quite frankly doesn't want you with anybody else. They weren't prepared to invest in the connection with you, and they're not wanting to see you with anyone else either. I'm going to have to clarify this energy. Can you tell us more about these 2 nights back to back, please, for Virgo? Oh, what's going on for Virgo, please? With the 2 nights back to back for Virgo. I feel that the ex was also keeping their options open as well. 4 of Wands, Judgment, and the 8 of Coins, and your Judgment has come out scattered. At one point, you would have married this person. You probably even moved in with them, setting up a home, preparing to create a family with them. And then you quickly realised that you were doing all of the heavy lifting by yourself. Judgment off balance tells me that there is no way in hell that you're ever going to be taking that person back. Once bitten, twice shy. You've already considered the possibility of them interfering in your current relationship. You've already considered that is a very real possibility. I feel that you're debating, if you haven't done it yet, then you're debating internally about pre-warning your new person about the ex. You felt that this ex was thinking of you heavily. You felt that they were thinking of ways on how they can hurt you deeply and how they can try and do the utmost damage to you. You know exactly what their plan is. Their plan is to see you single. Their plan is to basically make you feel so utterly desperate and isolated that you'll feel that there is no other option but to go back to them. 8 of Coins. This person, I feel, has been dragging up all of your past mistakes. Because it's right next to the Judgment off balance. So they've been throwing in your past mistakes in your face. That is not acceptable at all. Clarify these 2 queens back to back, please. They constantly made you feel like you weren't sexy, that you weren't desirable, that you weren't lovable. Constantly making comparisons, especially if you're a female or if you come more from your feminine energy. They would have compared you up against other feminine individuals. Making spiteful, snide remarks about your looks. And then making direct comparisons. Oh, if only you looked more like such and such a person, then you'd be more hot or whatever. It's those kind of comparisons. It's clarified with the 4 of Swords off balance and the King of Wands off balance. The ex of yours isn't exactly a pretty picture themselves now, are they? With the Knight of Wands off balance, really. Truth be told, Virgo, the ex that's currently thinking of you right now was punching way above their weight when they were with you, and they fucking know it. Oh, do they know it? And that's why they felt it quote-unquote necessary to try and pull you down. Because they could never reach your level, and they knew that. It was agonizing for them that they could never reach your level. And because they could never reach your level, they felt it necessary to try and drag you down so that you'd be at their level. That's just not good enough. Nor is it appropriate. Making you feel like shit. Making these physical comparisons between yourself and other people. And drumming it in your head that you were falling short. How dare they? How dare they? Even if they were the most beautiful or handsome person on the planet themselves, they still would have no right to do that to another person. None whatsoever. But that's just super, super insulting, the fact that they themselves are not exactly a pretty picture either. Do you know what I mean? It's like, who the hell are they to judge? Not that anyone should be judging based on looks only. Not that that should be going on anyway, but that was going on. That was categorically going on. They completely ignored everything that you did for them. Completely and utterly. And it was always only ever about the one thing and the one thing only with that ex. Sex and what they could get off of you. 4 of Swords in a scattered position. They made you ill. They made you really genuinely ill. But they also taught you quite a lot about yourself as well, Queen of Swords. I'm so, so sorry to anybody who is resonating with this energy. That is just... I can't even find the words for it right now. That ex needs to be, and they never will be, but they should be completely ashamed of themselves. And if this is a current ongoing situation that you're dealing with, Virgo, run. End of. If someone is doing this to you right now, you're needing to get out and stay out of that situation for your own sanity. This ex was a cheat also. They were a cheat. And they still are. So it's okay for them to give to someone else, but it's not okay for you to give to someone else. How does that work? I'll tell you how it works, because this is a one-sided relationship. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune with the Queen of Cups here, please, for the person who is currently thinking of Virgo and why they're thinking of Virgo. I'm jealous of the fact that you've moved on, Virgo. I'm telling you that for nothing. That's why they're thinking of you. Thinking of ways of how they can get you back. I'm hearing that for a small handful of you, there is a significant age difference between you two. And the reason why that is because they know that people their own age are not interested in them. Because people of their own age can see straight through them. Devil. Like I just said. The world off balance, the hanged man off balance. They're incapable of any kind of introspection, Virgo. This person is incapable of change. What you see is what you get. This is their true self. They are coming back round in your energy. With something that they seem to think that you're still hung up on them. I can see as clear as day that you're not. You've got the Knight of Swords under there, yeah. So they are going to contact you at some point soon. Thinking that they're still in with a chance. Because in their head, you're still hung up on them. You're just like that, what? Are they for real? In their head, this isn't over. They'll never have that epiphany, that breakthrough that they need, that actually their attitude stinks. The way that they treat other people is absolutely friggin' disgusting. They'll never have that realization. Whereas you, Virgo, looks to me very much like you are genuinely moving on to greener pastures. Like, I know how the old saying goes, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. Well, I'm sorry, Virgo, but in this particular situation, yeah, the grass very much is greener someplace else for you. It genuinely is. It genuinely is. You've got a toxic ass ex that's kicking around in your energy. No doubt about it whatsoever. What else for Virgo? This deck feels heavy. What else for Virgo? Wow, the whip. It's punishment. They're thinking about you because they're thinking of ways on how they can try and punish you. How dare you move on What? Are they for real? I'm afraid so, yeah. Yeah. They feel entitled to basically try and get some kind of revenge on you. To try and punish you, okay? This one says conflict, debate, hard work, abuse, pain, and physical activity. I got revenge and punishment with that. Straight away. The birds. Gossip. The letter. Message. You've got a good friend around you, Virgo. A very good friend around you who runs in the same circles as your toxic ex. And that good friend of yours is passing on some very important, very relevant information for you, because they have heard this ex say XYZ about you, and they've gobbed off and bragged about their plan of what they were going to do to you and how they're going to punish you. And that this good friend of yours is passing on this relevant information for you. So it's not that you would ever shoot the messenger, but do keep that in mind. Not to shoot the messenger, okay? The good friend of yours is passing on this information not to be a gossip, not to be malicious, not to stir up shit, but to genuinely warn you. Because that good friend is genuinely concerned about you and your safety. Okay. What else for Virgo, please? Oh, okay. Yeah, like, if their name doesn't begin with X, you're definitely dealing with an X. You've got H, O. Yeah, they might have accused you of being a HO, when in actual fact they were the ones that was being the HO. You've got B and C. Really off-kilter message here, Virgo. Your ex has got problems at the moment with BO issues. And it feels like that's all of that negative energy that they're harboring is actually coming out in their sweat. And you can smell it. So they've got like really bad BO issues right now. It's kind of like they've been cursing themselves with all the toxic ass negative crap that's going on inside of them, that it's being excreted through their skin, and so they smell like they've got really bad BO problems. And then you got Y. BOY, boy. Anyway. Whatever messages you can pick up intuitively from everything that's come out in your read, ultimately that's what you need to run with, okay? Right, so this final deck, don't take this final deck seriously at all, okay? It is not a deck where you get your life advice from. It is a... How would I describe it? It's just a piss take deck, basically. It's designed to have you leave the read with a smile on your face, okay? It's definitely not life advice. This one says, it's hard for people to take the time to rest. Other people, not me. Alright. So, yeah, you're probably on the go constantly, Virgo, at the moment. But yeah, that is what I have for you, Virgo. I just genuinely hope that reading has been helpful. If you did find it helpful and useful, then can you please let me know by dropping a cheeky wee like on the video. That's going to help to keep you engaged with the channel, but it'll also help to push out the message to others who are really needing to hear it as well, okay? If you feel that you could benefit from a personal reading, they are available on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. zodiacspecialist.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Don't forget to go check out your other readings as well. You might find other titled readings that might resonate for you and for your situation, especially with the daily readings as well. They're not zodiac specific, so obviously if you resonate with the title of any of the dailies, then you can be rest assured that is likely going to be a reading for you. But yeah, thank you again for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.